So she just said, just put it in there, you know, leave it, and
Really
there's
nice.
no,
Oh.
in that intersection, there are no people.
Badminton set?
You have,
Oh, fun. I know, badminton's fun. And
Friday night.
I know about your expression. I love listening to them.
And we're getting,
Debt free, yeah.
Constitutions are allowed to,
you,
can do that.
it's a lot of fun. They got
How's it going?
stuff.
Besides, they still have the,
Yeah, well, you
letter of support.
With Harvey?
Back for it, funny.
How's he?
227.
You're ready to retire.
Tim back in Nebraska, wherever last week, on Tuesday, right after
I
I
still
got
need the tax credit, maybe for me, I don't know.
She's doing some, passed a law
Just
that
south of,
Did you?
checks on
That's the one, I always wanted to retire at 55, but 55 is come and gone.
and
And I'm
it work as well, and I don't know how they did that.
But it's,
This has to gear checks as well, you have to do anyway. I mean,
But he's got.
Which grant did he met? Did he met?
mornings, late nights.
they passed it.
Well, you know, I'm gonna
So,
say,
I
if
said,
I
what are
had
you
to
gonna do with it?
So,
So, Russ,
yeah, I know,
Brady is here.
I'm very excited.
I just walked right past you, didn't I? I'm sorry. We're gonna call this workshop to order. Welcome to the June 28th, 2010 workshop. And Trevor, I'm gonna toss it to you first.
Thank
With the
you.
East Street updates.
Yes, Brady Richens is with us tonight from Wallace Engineering. Originally scheduled about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, just to give a brief overview of the project and about 5 minutes Q&A. So with that, Brady?
Stand up or, I didn't really put anything together formal, figured, I think East Street's been talked about quite a bit, so hopefully everyone, knows, I guess back January, we went through the project rescope to eliminate the roundabout, try to get a project that was within budget, and since January, I guess starting February 1st, February till now, we've been going through the process, finishing the project design with a project that's in budget. So essentially, that's where we're at right now. We are pretty much 100% complete with our design, and the project itself, the one change that has been made since I think the last time we talked was that we incorporated a full water line replacement in the street. So key component with that was full water line replacement, and then we helped prepare a USDA loan. So the intent is that USDA loan was for water system improvements. So we're pretty much wrapped up with that. The kind of where we stand is there's still a base bid project that includes water system, the curb sidewalk replacement from 6th to 32nd. We have a single added alternate, so if bids come in lower than expected, the intent is that at the main intersection at Washougal River Road and East Street, we'll do a full reconstruct of the roadway. It's the intersection. So we've got the single added alternate. Where we currently stand cost-wise is base bid project, and this still includes a 5% contingency, but base bid project is rated about $5.92 million. So it's kind of deceiving because that includes water system improvements. The water line part of that is about 1.6 million. Our added alternate A improvements are 195,000. So we're looking at total project cost of just over $6 million. So that's just the construction piece. Like I said, we're sitting right now 100% complete with the design. We've got WashDOT lined up on Wednesday to come by the city and start looking at the right-of-way files. So amongst all this design completion, there's 18 files associated with right-of-way. So different parcels that we've gone through the process of getting people to agree to basically the right-of-way and slope easement needs. So we were successful successful in getting everyone to sign. It was the week before last. And I think come Wednesday, WashDOT will start that process. And so if we're talking from here on out, we've got certification starting, that certification process through WashDOT starting on Wednesday. And what they've told me is that with the certification process, plus there's a local agency agreement supplement, the piece of information that were signed at last council meeting. Once right-of-way certified, then they start looking at that information, and once that's approved, then they say, you're okay to go to bid. So they've told me that it's a 2 to 3 week period. We're hoping that it's on the more of the 2 week time frame. So assuming 2 weeks, I basically said, okay, if we start the certification process on Wednesday the 30th, we'll have the project out to bid come the middle of July. We'll open bids at the beginning of August, and following opening bids and going through all the agreements and stuff, we'll be looking at starting construction the middle of September. And I guess, bigger picture than that is starting mid-September, finishing mid-July next year. So,
Brady, what's involved in the WashDOT certification process? What do they do in that?
so what they do is, WashDOT, they've got a right-of-way expert. His name's Mike Stricker. He comes by, basically he looks at all the files. So like with this project, for instance, it's a pretty straightforward review, but we've got that relocation piece that was in there from the roundabout. So he looks at the files to make sure that they're in conformance with the FHWA way of dealing with right-of-way. So he just checks for conformance. When everything's good, he signs a letter that says he certifies it. That letter goes up to headquarters and up to FHWA. So that piece is about a week, and then the kind of approval with the construction funds, when they take that local agency agreement supplement, is a 1 to 2 week. So it's a 2 to 3 week process. So that's essentially where it's at.
And just so everybody knows, this is the second time that they've gone through portions of that partway through all of the parcels of property that were agreed to. There were some wording changes and stuff that happened was it in state law or?
Yeah.
Where the wording change in, anyway, they had to go back and get everybody to re-sign again.
Oh, my God.
So.
Well,
it's kinda moved back a
it
little
was something
bit.
specific to the slope easement piece. There was some language in there that there had to be this sentence blurb there that I can't remember what exactly it mentioned. But yeah, we had a series of these signed that we had to go back. So, but everything's signed and turned in. I believe things have been recorded, and I think the checks have all been,
By the end of this week.
yeah.
Yep.
So.
Dave?
Question for Trevor, if I may. And thank you. Great to be up to date on this. But this concerns our funding. We've got the figures now on the project. How much under budget are we with the funding we've got?
Including the water line.
Well, so, like, I didn't.
In order to break that out, we're actually under budget